What is going on, Jet fans? Matt O'Leary back with another video here to recap the New York Jets training camp practice from this lovely Monday, August the 19th. Let's hop into it. We got Will McDonald balling out, and unfortunately, a tough day of practice for the offense.
This video is brought to you by BetUS Sportsbook and Casino.
Good news, Jet fans. There is a new favorite to win the division in the AFC East. Over on BetUS, the Jets are now plus 170. They have the best odds to win the AFC East. I've been telling you for months, get in on the New York Jets while they are not the favorites, while they are considered an underdog to win that division. They still are at plus money, plus 170. So bet 100 to win $170. In order to get in on the action, sign up using my link down below in the description or the pinned comment and receive a match deposit bonus of 125% on your first 3 deposits up to $2,000. Get in on the fun over at BetUS. That's where I will be doing my gambling this season. And if you want to put in the Jets on the division, get it now before it continues to move. Okay, so not the best of practices for the New York Jets, especially on the offensive side of the ball. Many are claiming that it was the Jets' worst practice offensively of training camp so far. There have been a few clunkers in there, but overall, I think the offense has looked good as a overall unit. About maybe once or twice a week, you get a rough practice, and other times you see the Jets absolutely balling out. When I went to training camp a week ago, it was my favorite practice of the year because it started out, the Jets defense was incredibly hot. Then the offense got hot down the stretch, so it was kind of best of both worlds. But in this first practice back, after playing down in Carolina, the offense just looked really out of sync. Rodgers had an interception to Tony Adams, which ended practice. He was off rhythm with Garrett Wilson too, which is normally someone that he is very, very, in rhythm with and on the same page with. That wasn't the case today. Just 10 of 26 with an interception. Those numbers are pretty rough, and there was a lot of pressure getting after the quarterback as well. So we could spin that into a positive, though, because Will McDonald had himself a day. He looked really strong. He had at least 2 instances where it looked like there would have been a sack, tons of pressure, and that is a really good sign for him for honestly multiple reasons. Number one, still no Hassan Reddick. So with the absence of Hassan Reddick, having Will McDonald play and pass rush at a strong level is a good thing. I think he's looked good rushing the passer through training camp and through the Jets' first 2 preseason games. There's no denying that he has to improve in the run game to be an every down player, but I think he is progressing, and that's a positive for a player going into his second year. And again, he looked really strong against the Carolina Panthers, and that is continuing over to today, where he's getting reps with the ones and playing and winning said reps. Couple quotes for you today that we can get into. First, we'll go with Mike Williams, who told reporters that he expects to take team reps next week. That means he will get 2 weeks of practice in before the New York Jets' first game against the San Francisco 49ers. That is a really good sign because, he's working his way back from the ACL recovery. He hasn't joined team practice yet, which is okay for now, but getting, again, those 2 weeks, he won't play in this preseason game. Then there's essentially a bye week. There's no game, and then you have a respite, and then you come on back. So he will get some reps with the team starting next week, which is a really good sign for him as he tries to build chemistry with Aaron Rodgers and the New York Jets offense. He was also asked about his recovery and where he is with that, and it seems like things are trending in the right direction for him.
Describe where you are physically, mentally, just at this point about camp.
I'm good. Now it's just getting the repetition, getting the reps in, running a lot of routes, just seeing how everything responds, and just keep doing that.
What do they have you doing as far as individual drills?
Whatever everybody else is doing, routes, drills, blocking, stuff with the quarterbacks. Yeah, whatever everybody else is doing on a daily basis, that's what I'm doing. As far as individuals, and then I go off to the side field and run like 30-plus routes, and yeah.
Mike Williams is going to be a nice addition to this New York Jets offense. Unfortunately, last year they were running out Allen Lazard as their number 2 receiver, and it did not work very well. It did not go according to plan. But Mike Williams adding that deep element, the jump ball element, red zone threat. We'll see what kind of production he ends up getting. There's a lot of mouths to feed in this New York Jets offense, so we'll see. But overall, I'm excited to see what Mike Williams is going to do with the New York Jets running with the ones, and I think he ends up being a pretty solid number 2, all things considered. I mentioned Tony Adams had a interception to close practice. He spoke with the media today and talked about the joint practice with the New York Giants this week.
How much have you enjoyed the joint practices, and how much are you looking forward to the Giants coming in?
Man, I love joint practices. I can't wait to get it cracking. Like, I love it. I love the energy. I love the intensity. I love going against somebody else. Usually you're going against your team every day. It gets kind of boring. It get old, you know what I'm saying, hitting on each other all day. But when you're going against another team, it's special, you know what I'm saying. It just brings a different intensity out of you. It's like a game day. So, I love joint practices. I love it. I can't wait till the Giants come in. Their ones against our ones, and let's compete. Let's see who better.
Anytime he talks, it's very easy to see why he is someone who's very easy to root for and why the coaching staff likes him a lot. He has the right answers, and I think he's trending in the right direction, which is a good sign. This is his second year as a starter, former undrafted free agent. Comes in, was asked to do a lot last year as a starter, and it was a rocky road for him. I think his partner at strong safety will be improved this year, and I think another year of growth for Tony Adams is only going to help him. And, safety is looked at as a weaker spot on this Jets roster, but I don't think it's as bad as, some may think. And Tony Adams, again, rooting for his success. And I liked his answer about the New York Giants and the competition. And that's something that I'm looking forward to. Hopefully everyone stays healthy. That is the number 1 most important thing, but it adds a little bit of a compete level. And that's something we'll keep an eye on this week on Wednesday, or Wednesday or Thursday this week. Forgive me. I forget off the top of my head which day it is. The joint practice against the New York Giants. It got a little chippy down in Carolina. And as for the New York Giants, they had a couple very chippy practices against the Detroit Lions earlier in training camp. So we'll keep notes on that. I'm excited for it as well. But just to put the bow on today, not the best of days for the New York Jets offense. Defense was very strong. In particular, Will McDonald, Jermaine Johnson was also involved. So glad to see that being the case. Let me know down below in the comments what your thoughts on practice are. Get after me on social media. Subscribe if you're new. Shout out BetUS again for sponsoring today's video and being the number 1 sports book of Matt O'Leary NY. I'm Matt. I'll catch you next time.